Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we plunge headfirst into the fascinating, the forgotten, and sometimes, well, the frankly bizarre corners of human storytelling. Today, we're diving into something really interesting and actually surprisingly funny. A classic Grimm's fairy tale that doesn't always get the spotlight. The Nixie in the Pond.
Right. It's got everything. A deal gone wrong, a creature from the deep.
And a wife on this incredible quest to rescue her husband, which, as you'll see, gets kind of hilariously weird step by step.
Exactly. So our mission today is, to unpack the story, but also look at those classic fairy tale elements, the archetypes, and maybe uncover those little details that make it so, well, captivating and amusing. We're using the tale itself, direct excerpts, so we get it straight from the source.
Okay, let's get into it, because this tale kicks off with a miller, and he goes from, rolling in dough to really needs dough almost instantly.
It's quite dramatic. He and his wife, they're living, as the story says, a happy life. Getting richer year by year sounds great.
Perfect setup. But then, bang, bad luck arrives overnight, as the German saying goes. Their wealth just evaporates, gone.
And the miller is just wrecked, full of sorrow, can't sleep, pacing by his mill dam before dawn, totally consumed by worry.
This sudden crash, this almost like magical reversal of fortune, it feels very potent, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It mirrors that real-world anxiety, especially back then. One bad harvest, one flood, and poof, everything's gone. It's that fear of losing control.
So that speed, that instant bankruptcy, it really sets the stage, doesn't it? Puts him in a state where he's ready to make a terrible decision.
He's completely desperate, and right then, as he's by the mill dam, sunrise breaking, he hears something rustling in the water.
And he turns, and there she is, this beautiful woman rising up, long hair covering her, well, everything.
He knows immediately it's the Nixie, the spirit of the pond, and he's terrified. But she speaks first, calls him by name.
Which is creepy in itself.
Right. She asks why he's so sad. It immediately shows she's got this supernatural insight, this power. It's a classic way to hook someone in. She knows his pain.
How does that approach work so well? Offering sympathy first, is that part of the trap?
I think so. It disarms him. She's tapping right into his vulnerability. And then, bam, the offer.
The big one. She promises to make him richer and happier than ever. All he has to do is promise her what has just been born young in your house. And this is where it gets almost comical in a dark way. The miller thinks, what? A puppy?
Again,
kitten?
bless his heart. Oh, you poor, naive man. He completely misses the horrifying implication.
It's such a key moment, that misinterpretation. It drives the whole tragedy, doesn't it?
It really does. He agrees. No clue about the real price tag on his newfound wealth. It's a Faustian bargain, all right, but the cruelty here is, wow, the immediate gain just blinds him.
It really makes you think about quick fixes, doesn't it? How easily we can trade away something precious without even realizing it. That fine print is always deadly.
And the reveal is brutal. He's heading home, maybe feeling a little bit better, thinking about puppies.
And his maid runs out, calling to him, beaming, announcing his wife just had a baby boy.
The story says he was struck by lightning. He realizes instantly the treacherous Nixie, she knew. She tricked him.
That immediate crushing irony, linking the joy of birth to this awful pact. What a dilemma for him.
It's horrific. So the riches come back, overflowing even. Everything he touches turns to gold, practically.
But there's no joy in it. None at all. Just dread. He can't even look at the pond. And he warns his son constantly.
Beware, he says, if you touch the water, a hand will come out, snatch you, and pull you down. Very specific.
Right. So let's fast forward. The son grows up. Years pass. The Nixie doesn't show. It's like they almost forget, right? Lulled into this false sense of security.
It's like a ticking time bomb they've managed to ignore. But that warning from the father, that image of the hand, it hangs there.
The classic dramatic irony. We know the danger is still real.
Yeah, the audience is just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And it highlights how easily immediate life, day-to-day stuff, can make us push those deep warnings aside, especially if the threat hasn't materialized for years.
Exactly. So the son becomes this capable hunter. He gets married to a beautiful and faithful girl. Life is good, quiet, happy. You almost think maybe he dodged the bullet.
You hope so? But come on, it's a fairy tale. Things are going too well.
Right. Someone's got to go near the dangerous pond. And sure enough, our hunter tracks and shoots a deer. He's successful, feeling good.
And decides he needs to wash the blood off his hands.
Guess where?
Oh, no.
Yep. Right there, the very pond his dad warned him about his entire life. Talk about a mental lapse at the absolute worst time.
It's almost unbelievable, isn't it? Such a normal, practical thing, washing your hands. Yeah. But that's the trigger.
What does that tell us about these old magical rules? The Nixie just waited patiently for that one slip-up.
It feels like it. The bargain was absolute. The conditions were set. Her patience is terrifying. It's the ultimate I told you so from, well, a very patient, very wet ghoul.
And she doesn't waste any time.
Yeah.
The second his hands hit the water, up she comes, laughing. Wraps her wet arms around him.
And pulls him under. So quickly, the text says, that the waves closed over him. Just gone. No fight, no struggle described.
Which brings us to the real hero of the story, I think. The hunter's wife.
Absolutely. She's fantastic. When he doesn't come home, she knows. Instantly. She must have heard the stories, the warning.
She runs to the pond, finds his hunting bag there. Her worst fears confirmed.
She weeps. She cries out his name. She curses the Nixie. But the water. Perfectly calm, like nothing happened.
Chilling. But what's amazing is she doesn't just fall apart. She acts. She starts this quest. That really sets her apart from the miller, doesn't it?
It really does. She's proactive. It's her devotion, her refusal to just accept this loss that drives the rest of the story. It shifts the focus to perseverance.
So she's exhausted, desperate, cries herself to sleep by the pond, and she has this dream.
Ah, the magical dream sequence.
She dreams she's climbing this difficult path, thorns, wind, rocks, and reaches a little hut with an old woman inside, white hair, looking kind.
And the dream feels so real. She wakes up and thinks, I have to follow this. She finds the path, finds the hut, finds the old woman, just like the dream.
It's like divine intervention, almost, or maybe just a well-timed subconscious suggestion. But this wise woman figure, who is she? Is she like the anti-Nixie?
That's a great way to put it. She represents a different kind of power. Not predatory, but guiding. Benevolent magic, maybe? She offers help.
Okay, attempt number 1. The wise woman gives her a golden comb, tells her, wait for the full moon, go to the pond, comb your long black hair, then leave the comb on the bank.
Specific instructions. Magin always needs specifics.
She does it exactly. Combs her hair, leaves the comb. Whoosh! The water pulls the comb in, then the pond parts.
And up comes just his head.
Just the head, looking sadly at her. Can you imagine? It's like, honey, I'm home. Well, part of me. What is with this incremental rescue? It's so strange.
It's bizarre, isn't it? It builds this weird suspense, but also this frustration, like, thanks for the head. It adds this darkly humorous edge to her struggle. The wise woman's definitely playing a long game.
You'd think. So, undeterred by the head start, she goes back. Wise woman gives her a golden flute. Same drill.
Right.
Full moon. Play a beautiful tune by the pond. Leave the flute.
Okay, round 2.
She plays a song, leaves the flute. Flute gets sucked in. Water parts again. And this time.
Please say more than the head.
More than the head. It's his body up to the waist. He even stretches his arms out towards her, like almost there, still half submerged, but hey, progress.
Okay, torso unlocked. The emotional stakes are definitely rising now.
Oh.
This repetition, getting closer each time. What's the significance?
It feels very ritualistic, like emphasizing her devotion, her patience.
Yeah.
Is to follow the magical rules exactly to get results. Maybe it shows that overcoming huge obstacles takes time, precision.
True. Step by step. So 3rd time's the charm.
Hopefully. Heartbroken, but totally determined. Back she goes. This time, a golden spinning wheel. Spin the spool full by the pond at the full moon. Leave the wheel.
The grand finale, potentially.
She spins like mad, gets the spool full, places the wheel by the water, and this time, the reaction is huge. The pond roars, a massive wave grabs the wheel, a jet of water shoots up, and out comes the entire hunter, fully assembled.
Hooray! Finally.
He leaps onto the shore, grabs her hand, and they run for it. Freedom.
But it's never that easy, is it? They got him back, yes, but they essentially broke the Nixie's contract, defied her power. There have to be consequences.
Oh, yeah. This retrieval mission is just part 1. Part 2 is escaping the Nixie's fury.
And she is furious. As they're running, the entire pond rises up behind them, like a watery monster, roaring, flooding the fields, trying to swallow them whole.
It shows her power is absolute in her domain, right? She's not letting them go without a fight.
Yeah.
It's like the raw, untamed power of nature unleashed.
Totally. So they're about to be drowned. What did they do?
The wife, thinking fast, cries out for help from the old woman again.
And instant magic.
Yep. Instantly, she's turned into a toad. He's turned into a frog.
Wait, what? Toad and frog?
Amphibian escape plan. It's not exactly glamorous, but hey, flood-proof. Talk about hitting the relationship reset button. and the species reset button.
That's certainly one way to survive a flood. It protects them, right? The water can't drown a frog and a toad.
Exactly. But the magic saves them only to create a new problem. The floodwaters scatter them, far apart.
Ah, so they're saved, but separated. And transformed? A temporary loss of identity, too.
Classic fairy tale logic.
Yeah.
Solve one problem, create another. When the waters go down, they turn back into humans. But they're lost, in strange lands, mountains, and valleys between them.
And they don't know where the other is, so what do?
They both, separately, become shepherds to survive. And years pass like this, living in sorrow and longing. Still not the happy ending.
Years. Wow, that's a long separation after everything they went through.
It is. But then, one spring, maybe it's fate, maybe just good grazing land, their flocks end up in the same valley.
But they don't recognize each other after all that.
Nope. Too much time, too much hardship maybe. But they find comfort just being near someone else who seems lonely. So they herd their sheep together, side by side, day after day, not speaking much.
That's incredibly poignant. This long time sharing silence, maybe feeling some connection without knowing why. It builds this quiet tension, doesn't it? Makes the eventual reunion even more powerful.
It really does. It speaks to that deep need for connection, even when memory fails.
So how does the recognition finally happen?
One evening, full moon, sheep are resting. The former hunter pulls out his old flute. The golden one? No, just a flute. And he starts playing this tune. Beautiful, but really sad.
Ah, the flute. Music as memory trigger.
Exactly. The shepherd as his wife hears the tune, and she just starts weeping, bitterly, which, gets his attention. Not the usual reaction to his playing, probably.
Music has that power, doesn't it? Especially in stories. It cuts right through everything, time, forgetting, even magic. It hits you right in the soul.
It totally does. So he asks her gently, "Why are you crying over my song?"
And she says,
"The full moon shone just like this when I last played this song on the flute, and the head of my beloved rose from the water."
Oh my goodness, that sentence.
Right. And it clicks. For him, he looks at her properly. The story says a veil falls from his eyes, and he sees her, his wife.
And does she recognize him?
She looks up, the moon shining on his face. And yes, she knows him too. Cue the swelling music. They finally recognize each other.
Wow. After everything. Toad, frog, shepherd, years apart. Reunited by a sad song under the full moon.
The story ends right there. They embrace, they kiss, and the narrator just says whether they were supremely happy, no one needs to ask.
That's such a perfect fairy tale ending. It affirms everything they went through, the love, the perseverance, even how incredibly weird it all got. It feels earned.
What a wild ride, seriously. From a miller making a spectacularly bad guess to a wife literally rebuilding her husband piece by piece.
Don't forget the amphibian phase.
Can't forget the amphibians. And then the flute reunion. The Nixie in the pond, it really keeps you guessing, and it's just, really entertaining.
It really shows how these old tales, even the sort of quirky ones, dig into deep themes, doesn't it? Consequences, love, sticking with it, the sheer absurdity life can throw at you.
And maybe the biggest treasure isn't the gold the Nixie promised, but the love that survived being submerged, dismembered, and turned into a frog.
Beautifully put. And it also reminds us, perhaps, if a water spirit offers you a deal involving newborns.
Yeah, maybe ask for specifics. Read the terms and conditions. Don't assume puppies.
Definitely clarify before shaking hands. Or flippers.
Indeed. And that brings us to our final thought for you, our listener.
Right. These characters were torn apart, transformed, lost their memories even. But a simple melody, a shared feeling brought them back.
So think about it. What small thing, maybe a scent, a song, a forgotten object from your own life, what seemingly insignificant detail might actually hold the key to a bigger story for you? Something surprising, maybe?
That's definitely something to mull over.
We hope this deep dive into the wild world of the Nixie in the pond gave you some food for thought and maybe a few laughs.
Join us next time for another deep dive into the fascinating corners of knowledge.